Today, we're going to talk about a name that, for most people, brings up a very specific image, Alamo. But what if I told you that name has a kind of secret identity, one that has absolutely nothing to do with Texas history and everything to do with dragons, spaceships, and haunted houses? Let's dive in.
So, just for a second, do a little word association with me. When you hear that word, Alamo, what's the very first thing that pops into your head? I'm guessing for a lot of you, it's a particular place, a famous battle, a huge piece of American history.
Yeah. You're probably thinking of the historic fort, right? That iconic battleground in San Antonio. But there's another Alamo, one that's less about historical firefights and way more about dogfights in space or battles with dragons or surviving a night in a haunted house. That's right, we are talking about an organization for fans of fantasy, science fiction, and horror. And that's the Alamo we're unpacking today.
All right, so let's get into the story of Alamo Inc. And you know, its full name really tells you everything you need to know about its true mission.
So, Alamo Inc. is actually short for the Alamo Literary Arts Maintenance Organization. It's a 501c3 nonprofit, which is the official way of saying it's a literary corporation that's been recognized by the IRS since way back in 1996. So yeah, this isn't some brand new fan club that just popped up. It has a long, established history of serving its community.
Okay, so it's a nonprofit, we get that, but what does it actually do? What's the point? Well, let's explore the mission that really drives this whole organization and its very dedicated members.
You know, this one little quote from their official mission statement really gets to the heart of it all. The key word here is forum. They want to create a space, a community, where people can get together and just freely talk about all the cool ideas and concepts that make these genres so awesome. It's all about connection and that shared passion.
And we can break that bigger mission down into 3 core goals. First, they want to promote a deeper understanding of these genres. Second, like we just said, they provide that super important forum for discussion. And third, they support the whole creative ecosystem, not just the fans, but the writers, the editors, and the artists who bring these incredible worlds to life for all of us.
Now, that all sounds really fantastic on paper, but what does it actually look like in practice? Well, let's look at a perfect example of how this Texas-based nonprofit turned its mission into a massive global event.
So you have to wonder, right? How did a regional literary arts group from Texas manage to make waves on a worldwide scale? The answer is actually a pretty amazing story.
It all starts with one specific year, 1997. This was a huge moment for the organization, the year that all their hard work really paid off on a global stage. And that year is tied to another very specific number, the 55th. So what happens when you put 1997 and 55th together? What are we talking about here?
You get this. In 1997, Alamo Inc. was officially chosen to run the 55th Worldcon. Now, if you're in the sci-fi world, you know that is a massive deal. Worldcon is one of the oldest, biggest, and most respected events in the entire global fan community. For a small volunteer-run nonprofit from Texas to be given that honor, wow, that speaks volumes about the work they do.
An achievement like hosting Worldcon, that takes a serious team. So who are the people making all of this work behind the scenes?
And this, honestly, might be the most inspiring part of the entire story. Alamo Inc. is not some faceless corporation with a bunch of paid employees. No, it is powered 100% by passionate volunteers. Fans, just like the people they serve, coming together from all across the state of Texas. And this table here really gives you a sense of their incredible reach. The board of directors isn't all huddled in one city. They are spread all over the state, from Austin to Houston up to McKinney and North Richland Hills. This is a true statewide network, a coalition of dedicated fans coordinating to make amazing things happen.
Okay, so why does any of this matter beyond this one group? Let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture here, the real power of organized fandom.
The thing is, organizations like Alamo Inc. are the unseen engines that power our fan communities. You might not always see them, but they provide the structure, the logistics, and the continuity that allow these communities to not just exist, but to actually thrive and grow for years and years.
And the process is so simple, but so powerful. It all starts when fans find each other because they love the same thing. Then, they form an organization to give their passion a little bit of structure. From there, they can host events and build a real, tangible community. And what's the end result? They create a lasting legacy for future fans to discover and enjoy.
So, the bottom line is this.
These volunteer-run nonprofit groups are absolutely vital. They are the mechanism that transforms one person's private passion into a collective, lasting impact that can be felt across a state, and yeah, sometimes even around the entire world.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. What are the unseen organizations, the volunteer-run engines that power the communities you love? It's something worth discovering. Thanks for listening.